Things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for the Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw
on the streets, you and Canelo. What would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
What happens when boxing's sharpest tactician collides with the sport's most dominant powerhouse backstage? Not just words, not just tension, but a full-scale brawl that had security scrambling and shook the boxing world to its core. Cameras weren't supposed to catch it, mics weren't supposed to pick it up, but the leaks are already everywhere. Terence, Bud, Crawford and Canelo Alvarez came to blows right after their long-awaited super fight was officially announced. And this wasn't some harmless shoving match or staged promo scuffle, this was real, this was personal. This is the story of how a press conference erupted into chaos, and why this fight could be the biggest, most defining battle boxing has seen in more than a decade. It all began smoothly, lights flashing, cameras rolling, media crowding the stage for the announcement of what's already being called the pound-for-pound showdown of the decade, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez. It's finally happening.
Feeling great. I've been working out. You know, actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
Canelo sat calm in a sharp-tailored suit, confidence radiating with every move. On the other side, Bud walked in dressed head-to-toe in black, hood up, locked in, carrying the energy of a man who already smelled war.
Maybe introducing yourself to a lot of MMA fans.
Say that again?
What's it like, Danny, you got it.
I don't think you did your research by saying a lot of MMA fighters haven't seen me fight before. I think that's wrong. I got a lot of fans.
At first, both fighters kept it polite. I respect what he's done in the sport, Canelo said. But I'm coming to win, Crawford replied bluntly. I'm moving up for greatness. I'm not afraid of any power. But the cordial tone didn't last long.
Turkey, you need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
When Bud mentioned how Canelo avoided him back in 2022, the room froze. You said I was too small back then, Crawford said. What's changed now? Canelo shot back. Oh, right, you think I'm aging like everyone else? Nope, Crawford replied. I'm just getting better.
For the Germonta fight, they don't want to get credit for that fight. It's the same for me. I don't need to take that fight because everybody's gonna say it's too small, and then, he needs to enjoy his fight.
Canelo fired back, this time with a serious edge. That was it. The tension was palpable, no smiles, no handshake. Security stepped in before the face-off could even take place. But what no one saw until later was what happened after they left the stage. According to multiple behind-the-scenes sources, once the cameras stopped rolling, the real fight began. Crawford and Canelo ran into each other just outside the green room, away from the media but right in front of a few insiders and handlers. Words were exchanged. Crawford reportedly said something about Bud's family, and Bud wasn't about to let it go. Crawford threw the first punch, and security jumped in before it landed fully, but not before Canelo's counter grazed Crawford's neck. This isn't just another crossover fight, this is the fight hardcore fans have been waiting for, a true pound-for-pound clash.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm crying like a baby.
All right, thank you.
Crawford is coming off his demolition of Errol Spence, a performance that cemented him as arguably the best boxer in the world. He didn't just beat Spence, he made it look effortless, with knockdowns, counters, and relentless pressure. Bud was a machine. Now, he's moving up 3 weight classes to face a powerhouse like Canelo. It's risky, dangerous, and legacy-defining, but Crawford isn't scared. For Canelo, this is a chance to shut down the doubters, those who claim he's been cherry-picking opponents, avoiding threats like David Benavidez, or slowing down after the loss to Bivol. Taking on Crawford proves he's still at the top of his game.
If Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo, or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
And let's be real, Canelo has more to lose. He's the bigger name, the face of boxing in Mexico. If Bud comes up and dominates him, it could tarnish everything he's built over the past decade.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off. Yeah. So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Let's break down the matchup. Canelo is the master of patience, high guard, punishing power shots, precise body work. His timing and pressure slowly wear opponents down, and his chin is nearly unbreakable. But Bud is a nightmare for fighters like that. He switches stances mid-round, disrupts rhythm, sets traps, and studies his opponent before dismantling them with surgical precision.
I feel like I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not. Kovalev.
Kovalev was older.
And
he does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is not there.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo go?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching them, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Bud will be lighter, faster, and sharper, but can he handle the heat? Canelo's body shots hit like bricks, his jab is stiff, and lingering too long in the pocket could be dangerous. Still, Bud has a killer instinct. Once he senses weakness, he goes for the kill. This won't be a chess match, it'll be a slow-burning war. Crawford will try to frustrate Canelo, Canelo will try to chop him down, and if Bud wins, he'll be the first fighter since Henry Armstrong to truly dominate across multiple divisions in the modern era.
Along my career, I've been criticized and people have taken credit away from me just to try to diminish my accomplishments just off of pure hate. So what would they be able to say with me going up 2 weight classes? If Canelo become undisputed again and I beat Canelo, what could they say? They'll say something, but what
they're gonna find something, you know that.
But what can they really say?
Right.
You know?
Now that the brawl has leaked, the promotion is practically writing itself. Fans are already picking sides online. Some call Crawford delusional for thinking he can outmuscle Canelo, while others insist Bud is built different and has been underestimated his whole career. Pros are weighing in too. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room, the weight difference. Bud is stepping into Canelo's territory. Super middleweight isn't 147. You don't just walk in there without serious risk.
Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So, and it was good. It was a very good point. It was like Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, trying to say Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
If you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dimitri Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
not even getting wobbled,
just literally shaking it off.
Yeah.
You can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
But here's the thing, Bud's been bulking smart, building lean muscle without extra fat. His sparring partners are bigger, and his team is focused on retaining power without losing speed. Meanwhile, Canelo is facing someone faster than Bivol, sharper than Plant, and more cerebral than GGG. This won't be an easy night.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
And with the brawl, the emotional stakes just skyrocketed. One mistake, one lapse in control, and it's over, and they both know it. The boxing world is now split right down the middle over Crawford versus Canelo.
He's a little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. But could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Andre Ward is fully backing Bud, saying if anyone can move up 3 weight classes and pull it off, it's Terence Crawford. Manny Pacquiao also weighed in, noting that if Bud can maintain his speed at a higher weight, he has a real shot, because for Pacquiao, speed is everything.
Coming up September, what do you think about that fight?
Canelo Crawford, good fight. Good fight. Canelo has advantage because Crawford moving up, but my advice to Crawford is like maintain the speed, improve the speed, and improve the strength. Because it's hard to go up in the high weight and maintain your speed. So speed is the key. Like he should focus on speed, footwork, and improve the power.
Dimitri Bivol, who famously beat Canelo at a higher weight, agrees Bud has the tools but warns that 160-pound power hits differently. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, is fully confident. He believes Bud will outsmart and outmaneuver Canelo with his IQ and footwork.
Canelo. I think he's gonna cook him. I think, Canelo a hell of a fighter, but I think Bud just got all the tools to beat him.
You don't think the weight difference is gonna be too big of an advantage?
I think y'all make that something, in certain fights,
boxing makes it something, not us.
like if this was like a Benavidez, he's actually a lot bigger than Bud, so that would like apply. But I feel like with Canelo, he's like physically kind of big, but like height-wise, he's kind of small. So I don't think so, no.
Corey, how you got a decision established? Because Bradman and Boozy think that
Bud actually might stop him.
Me and Bozy talked about that. That's crazy. Me and him got on the phone and talked about it, but I think that's possible. Like, I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I think it's a possibility if Canelo gets to acting out of line and not understanding that Bud could crack too. So
Ronaldo Rolly Romero is backing Bud too, but not out of admiration. He just hates Canelo that much.
Good friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Edgar Berlanga kept it real, skill for skill. Bud has the edge, but the weight difference gives Canelo a huge advantage. Sean Porter is concerned about Bud facing a naturally stronger fighter. One clean shot from Canelo, and it could be lights out.
Oh, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo have, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
Teofimo Lopez said it straight, Bud is the better boxer, no question, but the size gap could be too much.
Canelo, who you got? Crawford, Canelo? I still say Canelo.
I got Canelo too.
I still say Canelo. Ring IQ, I believe that Crawford has a bit more.
Yep.
However, it's just the size difference. I think that where Crawford is lacking is that he should test the waters even with somebody at that weight class before facing Canelo. But hey, they say he's a dog. He's got shot in the head and drove to the hospital, so maybe that's just his mentality.
Hey, let's see. Only one way to find out till that day comes.
It's the only way, but I definitely think that it's a great fight overall.
And Oscar de la Hoya didn't hold back, dissing Crawford. You couldn't move Madrimov. You really think you'll stop Canelo? He'll run you out of the ring.
Now, what the media is reporting, and it's circulating, is that Canelo Crawford is the biggest fight of the decade. I mean, to a purist and a fighter, it's laughable. Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring!
That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our upcoming content. Share your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.